Got another little tacos tips for you. Today I was going to talk about jigging. Now I will jig for rockfish out in the bay. I'll do a lot of jigging down like Ocean City or Chick-Tig, Aztec, places like that for flounder. So I wanted to show you a couple of things I do to help make jigging a little bit easier for me. One of the first things is right here. Anytime I'm jigging, I use a fluorocarbon leader. Normally I run 20-pound test. I'm running anywhere from 14 to 20-pound test, maybe 25-pound test on most of my rods. I do use like a medium heavy spinning rod, medium heavy, and normally it's about a 4000 series reel. I'll load that up with some braided line, and I use fluorocarbon to make my leaders for jigging. Next part of jigging is your plastics, and you can get by with stuff like this, the Gotcha soft plastics, any of your Z-Man soft plastics, any soft plastic you prefer. You can also use the Berkeley Gulp. Like I said, Berkeley Gulp is kind of a go-to for me when I'm jigging for flounder. I don't know if it's the scent, the action, the feel. That is my go-to stuff for when I'm jigging for flounder. In my jigging box, I don't really have a whole bunch of stuff. I have an assortment of jig heads. I have 3/8 ounce and 1/2 ounce jig heads, both in white and chartreuse. You can change colors around with your gulp. You can put a pink on a white or a chartreuse on a white. You know, you can change your color scheme around. I carry an assortment of bucktails from 3/4 of an ounce up to about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces. Yeah. Haven't seen a difference between like a smiling bill and like the game fish heads. I use a little bit of both. The one main thing, the most important thing in my box is this tool right here. And that's just a regular old Sharpie. What I use my Sharpie for is to label my jigs so I know how much they weigh, because I want to use the lightest jig possible. So if you look right here in the mouth of this one, it's got a 1. That lets me know that's 1 ounce. You know, the next size down, that's a 3/4. It's kind of hard to see, but it's 3/4 on all my jig heads. Got the little, lets me know that's a 1/2 ounce. It does take a little bit of time to label those all up, but it takes the guesswork out. So I'm not grabbing and going, well, I think that's 3/4. I can go, nope, that's a 1 ounce. And I'm not going, well, that one looks like it's 1.5 ounces when I know that's 1 ounce. You know, there I go right there. I know that's 1.5 ounces because it's labeled. Like I said, just write it small. It really doesn't affect anything. You can also use that Sharpie if you want to darken the head up or whatnot. You can do that. The last thing that's in my jig box is just a regular old bait holder hooks. These are 3/0 Eagle Claws, and I use them when I make up my jigging rigs. So I've got a couple of jigging rigs made up. I'll kind of go through and explain what I did to make it up. Right here is one. This is like a teaser style rig. I start off with a bucktail on the bottom, tied in with a non-slip loop knot. You know, I can add whatever soft plastic you prefer to that. Just kind of thread it on there. I come up from that about 12 to 18 inches, 12 to 14 inches or so. And I add a 3/0 hook. This is a teaser. So I'll just thread a tail right on there. Now I like the bait holder hooks for that because that stops that from just sliding right off. But this is your basic rig. Your bucktail. Right there I have my no slip loop knot. I come up right here, I have tied a dropper loop. Then I have my bait holder hook with a soft plastic on it, being a teaser. At the top, I have a double surgeon's end loop to attach to my fishing line. So that's one of my favorite jigging rigs. The reason I like the loop knots is that gives that bucktail free range of motion. You know, it's not going to impede that like having a knot snug down tight to it. One of my second favorite little jigging rigs is right here. Now to make this one up, I just tie a double surgeon's end loop. I leave about a 12, 14 inch tag, tie another no slip loop knot with a jig head on it. On the longer leg, or on the longer tag end right here, I do the same thing. I just tie another jig head with the no slip loop knot. This is a fun one if you're casting and doing some retrieving on the bottom. And you can tip this with whatever soft plastics you prefer. I can tell you if I was down the beach right now, I'd be tipping these with gulp and casting these out for flounder. I actually learned this rig from an old, I guess you would call him a pier rat, over at Cape Henlopen Pier years ago. And this is how we'd fish for flounder over there. But you just cast that out, kind of jig it back along the bottom. You know, if you were out on the boat, you drop it down and jig it up. You got the 2 jigs there. You can do a 3-way swivel here if it makes it easier for you. I try to keep stuff simple. Like I said, a double surgeon end loop, and I just leave my tag ends 2 different lengths. Add my jigs, and then go from there. There's tons and tons of stuff out there. If you're hung up, like I said, you can look online. If you need to learn how to tie the dropper loop or the no slip loop knot. I hope this helps you out. If you're looking to go out and try some jigging, you know, summer's getting here. People are starting to take vacations to the beach and stuff like that. This is all really good techniques. Fishing down at the beach, you definitely will get some flounder and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next video.